like this. We'll cross. Oops. We're going to cross it here. How's it going, everybody? One more day until Bleach TYBW Part 3. Okay, that one doesn't work. But my other one works perfectly. We're just going to live like that. We're going to hope for the best. Okay, let me make sure. Name of the game, we're live from the Bleach Boys set today. No podcast coming out. There's a damn fly in here. I need to clean up a little bit. We have stuff all over the garage. Bleach TYBW is coming back one more day. We're going to need a brand new episode, which apparently has 12 episodes of new content. Is it real? Gabe Churd, what's up, guys? What's up? Look at this. Gabe, you'll appreciate this. Look at it. Bleach TYBW Union Arena box that has nothing in it. I thought this was going to be like super exclusive to Anime Expo. It has been sold like a million times over and over and over. I haven't even bought it. What's up, Seraphim Eyes? How's it going? That's it. And then imagine my disappointment that you see this thing, right? It's like, okay, it comes with a deck box, comes with a mat, right? Super cool. Love it. Bleach TYBW exclusive stuff, right? It's cardboard. The deck box is just cardboard that you fold up and make your own deck box with. Incredibly disappointing, but that's okay. You know, we'll take the wins where we get them. So I need to find places for all this stuff. A lot of this stuff is convention. So here's another one that I believe is unopened, or I opened it and nicely sealed it. One of these has all the exclusive cards in it that we got from the convention. You will buy that off of me, Gabe. I think you can still buy it on Premium Bandai. I don't think you have to buy it off of me. I'll buy it off of you if you sign it. Okay, sure. I mean, we could do something like that. I'm sure. I think I can just send you one, Gabe. It's not exclusive in the slightest. This is more stuff from Anime Expo. This is the only piece of Bleach merch that I could get from the Viz Media booth. The only one. Everything else was completely sold out. They had a Bleach desk mat, which is huge. Manga panels from Bleach. Couldn't actually do it. What's up, Leone Crisis? How's it going? We're doing some cleaning on the Bleach Boys set. Does anybody like fig pens? Is anybody a fig pen collector? I feel like these had a lot of hype behind it when they first came out, and they very quickly fell off. I think Funko has just stolen it all the way through and through. But what can you do in that one? This is a convention exclusive. You can see right here, Anime Expo Rukia fig pen. I don't collect these at all. I was at a convention and I had a bunch of money to spend, and here we are. Bonkai, amen. Amen. Send me one. I want the Bleach Boys to sign it. I will pay. Okay. We can figure that out. I don't know how we're going to get Pythes to do it. And then Part 2 just came out, a Blu-ray limited edition. This is Part 1. I never bought it until I was at Anime Expo, and I bought it. If you answer your DMs, I'll talk to you. Yeah, sure, Gabe. Gabe, you still owe me a clip, by the way. I sent you a clip. You still owe me a clip. I really chose the wrong AX to skip. Apparently, this Anime Expo had a lot of Bleach merch, but weirdly enough, New York Comic Con seemed like it was the place to be if you like Bleach. I don't know how that happened, where New York Comic Con had more cool stuff for Bleach. Sam, send me a figure you don't want anymore. A figure I don't want anymore. Let me do a quick look around here. I have some broken ones. So, in a tragic, the leak seems really crazy. I'm actually avoiding the leaks for the most part. I haven't seen any leaks for tomorrow's episode, so I've been pretty good on that part. You guys know the IKEA Detolf shelves? Does anybody know what that is? Where I'm at Japan, this is my garage. If you guys ever seen the tour of my garage before, this is where the set is. This is the Bleach Boys set. When you see all the clips from the Bleach Boys podcast, this is it. This is where I'm normally sitting. I'm normally sitting here. I'm looking straight out. Jose's to my left right here. This is where it happens. This is all the cheapest IKEA bookshelves that you can get across the board. I want to eventually, I'm going to replace all these bookshelves. I think these, what's up, Pop Fiend? I don't know if any of you guys collect stuff as well, like manga or figures, stuff like that. I think both the IKEA Detolf and these IKEA bookshelves that I have are super cheap. The Detolf one really let me down. Sam, go to Jump Fiesta and get us a Rebirth of Souls demo game. Dude, I know. They're going to have the first demo for Rebirth of Souls at Jump Fest. I'm so jealous. That's like coming up, though. If it was next year, I could go for sure. I don't have nearly the amount of funds to pop off to Japan right now. Not even close. I'm ready for tomorrow. There's a lot of leaks for tomorrow's episode, so be careful if you don't want to see that. I've heard there's a ton of anime-only content again tomorrow. Do I have any figures for Berserk? That's a great question. I do have the Berserk hardcovers. They're actually destroying my... hey, I love your podcast. So cool to find people to talk about Bleach. What's up, Kevin Spoon? Welcome. I'm glad you like it. My Berserk hardcover ones, those really thick black ones, they're destroying my bookshelf. So you see this shelf right here. This is the same shelf all the way across the board. it's indenting, like where it is. It's like in a U shape. It's breaking my bookshelves. So I need to trade these bookshelves out for something else. They're not working. They're not the play. Don't get the cheapest ones from IKEA. I promise. Who wins, Kisuke or Shunsui? That's tough because Kisuke's, spoilers, guys. Kisuke's Bankai is so crazy, and also so is Shunsui's, right? Shunsui's Bankai is also crazy insta-kill, so it's hard. I feel Bleach has so much hate for so long, but you guys always bring the memory lane back when I was a kid watching Bleach. I mean, that's why we like Bleach, right? I like to go into the comments every once in a while, and you know, sometimes people are a little bit mean. That's okay. I find it funny. I find it hilarious. Someone was like, dude, there were two funny comments I saw. Someone said, one, first of all, I guess they heard the audio of the podcast. They came to the video of the podcast and were like, I knew that main guy talking was going to have glasses by the sound of his voice. I was like, dude, first of all, I have a deviated septum, so my nose is medically nasally, okay? So I can't help that. Secondly, somebody left a comment, and first of all, they were saying that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, which is true, by the way. And then somebody came in and was like, the only guy who knows what they're talking about is the guy that's off screen. And I was like, yes, 100%, that is correct. That's why we have Pythes here. Sam's voice sounds like he's bald. That is so toxic. What's my favorite manga? My favorite manga, I guess that would be different from my favorite anime, huh? I'm trying to think maybe one that had the most impact on me. Because I love Bleach. Love Bleach. I loved reading Fire Punch by the Chainsaw Man author. Fire Punch was incredible. Is someone out hating me, Sam? Tell me the truth. No, Berserk or Vagabond, I've only ever watched / read Berserk, so I'd have to go Berserk. I've not read Vagabond. Thank you for the follow, Rob. What's my favorite hentai? Bible Black. Wasn't there meant to be a new Berserk chapter? Yes, but I don't know. Last I heard is it was continuing, and then I haven't seen anything after that. I know they released one afterwards, right? That happened. Whoa, Juno, you know then. You know. Is Pythes, I think I botched it, ever joining in person? Pythes lives, now this is going to be a soft doxing of Pythes, I promise. Pythes lives in North Carolina. We actually met Pythes way back in the day. We had started doing the Bleach Boys podcast. We used to have another podcast. It was called Otaku Podcast. And at a time, you can't tell now looking at me, at a time I was working out and I needed something to watch while I was working out in the garage, it's actually where I am right here. Let's see the manga collection. I'll show you the manga collection. Hold on. We'll do a tour of the garage here in just a second. I needed something to watch while I was working out. So I started rewatching the English dub of Bleach. I was like, I'm going to watch the English dub of Bleach all the way through and through. And so we would watch the English dub of Bleach and we would come back to that podcast and I would go like, let's watch the English dub of Bleach. Do you guys remember when this happened? And that was me talking to Jose and Josh. And I was like, do you guys really remember? And we would just go back and forth. So we spun it off into its own podcast. Pythes was one of the first people to ever comment on our podcast. What's up, Avuya Halomia? I don't know if I pronounced that. Pythes was the first person to ever comment on our podcast, and he would come in. It used to be him and another guy, Marcel. The two of them would come in and leave comments so long on YouTube, so long. Like, oh, you guys said in the podcast this. Here's what the novel said about that, and it would be blah, 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 blah. Crazy long. So eventually, I don't remember what happened. I started playing Bleach Brave Souls, and Pythes wanted me to play it, and he said he would show me how to play Bleach Brave Souls. So then Pythes would teach me how to play Bleach Brave Souls, and then the rest was history. Do I think Berserk is worth after the death of its author? I personally believe that Berserk probably should have ended after the author died. I think it's fine. I think it's fine that it continues, especially because the author, he's like the best friend of the author, and they're going to keep going, which is fine. I think in a perfect world, you kind of leave it at that. He died, it's unfortunate. Am I excited for Ichigo versus Uryu? Oh, 100%. 100%. I think Ichigo versus Uryu has been a long-awaited fight that's going to happen in the anime. I'm super excited for that. What is up? Okay, so people want a tour. Now, spoiler, I have two phones I'm streaming on here. One's TikTok, one's YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna dual wheel my phones here. You guys can see each other. Shout out, everybody. Shout out. All right, so this is where you guys normally see us sitting, right? I'm super tall, by the way. This is my garage. That is a Zangetsu right there that you can get in the Spirit store, Spirit Halloween. You can get that right there. So ready for tomorrow's new episode. It's going to be so good. Guys, I'm actually off tomorrow. So we will be doing a live watch of the episode. Yeah, here, you guys can talk to each other. Kiss. Mwah. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this here. I think we flip the cameras. Let's see if I can do it here. All right. Boom. Nope, that didn't work. All right, sorry, we're stuck with this. You guys are stuck with me in first person, I promise. You're 4'11", dude. I'm 6'6". Look how tall. All righty. Hold on. We're gonna fix this here. Boom. Flip camera. There you go. And here you go. Are you guys ready for the tour? So, if you guys were sitting on the podcast, this is my garage here. It looks like a mess. You can see we have a wire leading up to the roof. There's a plug up there that we use to power a lot of this stuff. This is the podcast. That's my Google Drive. Wow, wow, wee, wow. That's where the camera sits. This is some stuff I was messing with. This is from Naruto. It's, I believe, his bank thing, or where he keeps the coins, he keeps the goods. We'll turn over here. Ignore this stuff. This is where I am normally sitting. You guys don't normally get to see the Ichigo statue. So this is where I'm normally sitting. This is I have a version or a copy of every single Shonen Jump. What's in the McDonald's box? Oh yeah, you saw the McDonald's box over there? That's exclusive merch from the McDonald's anime collaboration. They reached out to us and let us upload it on Bleach Boys, actually. Here, I gotta make some space here. So there you go. Every Shonen Jump ever to be created right there. This is the English version. Some coasters, some masks. Bleach 20th anniversary. I do have another copy of that, so I'm not ruining it, but this is the box sets of the mangas. This is some plushes that you guys don't normally get to see. Bleach stuff as well. That is original Bleach trading card game stuff there. What else? This is the TV, excuse me. Burn the Witch is where Jose is normally sitting, where you see the Burn the Witch stuff. Look at this. Signed Bount trading cards. Look at this. Yo, you guys impressed? I mean, nobody's got a collection like that. This is all the Bleach Camp Fear World, and then the art books and the data books, where a lot of the stuff we see and we pull from for the videos. You can see the data books right here. This was a gift from one of our manga friends. He gave that to me. This is their little plushies of all the characters. You can see what they look like right there. They're blind boxes. They haven't been opened. I have this grand idea, if we ever have a guest, we'll give out one of these. You know, a guest can take one home like a blind box. This is Konpachi. He's missing an arm. He's missing an eye. He's been through a lot. This is the lore accurate. This is, oop, I almost fell. Down here, for a time, we did manga reviews of a Jump, what is it called? It was a Shonen Jump upcoming manga contest, and you could submit your manga for the contest, and it could be reviewed by like actual manga authors. So we were reviewing them. A couple of them actually reached out to us and asked if we wanted a copy. I bought this one. They signed this one and sent it to us as one of the reviews that we did, which is pretty cool. All right, hold up. I gotta move Jose's chair out of my way now. Everybody excuse the noise. All right. Ouch, I just kicked something. Over here, Grimjow, Hallible, Parable, whatever you want to call them. Do I have the JoJo Shonen Jump mangas? I have all of the Shonen Jumps that release in English. Every single one of them is right here. And then starting from down here, excuse the dust and the grime. It's so gross here. This starts my DVD and Blu-ray collection for anime. Boom, 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 boom. Comes all the way up here. These are from when I was a kid. Did anybody have these growing up? This is the old school Dragon Ball Z DVDs. Back when I was a young boy, this is what we used to watch, was these like, they're like 3 episodes of Pop on there. That's what we used to watch. Love it. Backing up, you can see I'm running out of storage space here. More, this is manga. I can't show that one, guys. Can't show that one. No one be a snitch, please. Berserk hardcovers. These are IKEA shelves. They're horrible. They're so bad. We got Jujutsu Kaisen vinyls over here. We got High School of the Dead, Goodnight Poon Poon, One Punch Man, Bleach skate decks. This is for another set that we're working on here. We got other stuff cooking in the background. Kill La Kill, fan art, Cowboy Bebop vinyls, Cowboy Bebop figures, Jump, what is it? Jump Wars, Jump something. Yeah, the Berserk volumes are sick. Really, really cool. So there's nonstop stuff. So I'm gonna move us back now. That's a little tour for you guys, exclusive. Hey, I'm back. Hi, everybody. Hold on. Fix this and fix this. We're back. Oops. Sorry. Oh, I dropped you guys. I'm so sorry. When did I start watching Bleach? Actually, something on it because my dad worked as a trash truck driver and he found a DVD set. That is a crazy origin story for liking Bleach. That is crazy. There you go. That's good enough. We're going to call it that. Okay. I always knew you were a gooner. You guys didn't see nothing. You guys didn't see nothing from that. Okay. So I realized I don't have the audio for that clip in my DMs. I'm like, oh, that's right. That's right. Gabe, I can resend it to you. That is entirely correct. Dat Boy Mondo, what's up? Check your Discord. I can't check it right now. Don't clip nothing, Robert. Don't clip nothing. We're so sworn to secrecy here. Nobody saw anything that was shown there. Shonen Jump manga, dude. I used to get the Shonen Jump mangas. Listen, I know Fifth of the North Star. Was anybody old enough here to still get the Shonen Jump subscriptions? When once a month you would get a Shonen Jump and it usually has a Yu-Gi-Oh card in it. Was anybody actually old enough for that? I loved that. Before I got locked out of that shit, I'll go through my DM and be like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, dude, that's brutal. I used to see them for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Sam, where is our BBS stream, you gooner? Are you reading the Bleach manga? I will. You guys will see me again tomorrow, or not tomorrow. You guys will see me again later tonight for reading the Bleach manga live. So you will see me again later tonight. I got my first copy of Raw from V-Jump. No, Unk, you're old as hell. I don't know. A lot of people are saying they also got it churred, so I don't know what you're talking about. The Shonen Jump subscription was the best. Then they tried to do Shonen Jump Alpha is what they tried to do after that. And that's when they went digital with it, and then it didn't really pan out very well. And now we have the Shonen Jump that we love and know today. Let's see. First copy of Raw. I actually tried. So back in the day, there was this website. It was called Pojo. And so you could use Pojo to trade and sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like before eBay was, well, I guess eBay was big. But this was specialized for trading card stuff. Someone scammed me really hard on that website off a couple of Shonen Jump ones. Are the people in the stream with us, Sam? Yes, of course. I still have one volume. It has the Uryu versus the Power chapter. Great chapter. Really great. I still have that copy of Raw from 5th grade back in the day. Yeah, back in the olden days, dude. Really, really olden days. But it's okay. You know, everything's digital now. We get stuff so much quicker. The Shonen Jump physical volumes were so far behind the Japanese versions. So it makes sense that they would kind of go to a digital route. I mean, especially because that's what everybody's doing. That was back in the day when we had physical Shonen Jumps. Was also when we would do Manga Stream, mangastream.com or databio.info, I believe is what it's called. Back in the day, guys. You got to be old for that stuff. What's up, Tone? Is it Tone, Toshiro's version? How's it going? Did you see the new pop-up parade for Toshiro Hitsugai that's coming out? I love the pop-up parade line of figures. Love them. Oh, thank you, Kevin's Moon. Thank you, dog. Thank you for supporting the pod. Appreciate it. If you can get a better value. Kevin, I appreciate what you gave us. Get a better value. Support the Patreon if you guys haven't already. The Patreon is the way to go. There's so much extra content on there. Extra Bleach Boys every week. You get first dibs on all the Bleach Boys that are coming out. I'm finding, so back in the day, we talked about this on the podcast, Jose and I recorded a top 10 Bleach endings. What is your guys' favorite Bleach ending? What is your all-time favorite Bleach ending? Because I went back through and I listened to every single one of them. And we edited this perfect video of top 10 best Bleach endings of all time. And then it's unable to be uploaded at all. It just gets copyrighted. I don't know how those, like, Watch Mojo, I don't know how they don't get copyrighted to oblivion, you know? So I'm working on finding that old video. I'm going to upload it to the Patreon as well. My favorite arc is the Bount arc. Obviously, Jin Karya is the best villain of all time. How can we forget the classic villain? I don't recall his name off the top of my head because his vision is so much more iconic than his name. But how could we forget the old man in the whale? And the whale just dives into the ground and comes out and eats people? How could we forget such iconic villains such as that? Who the fuck watches endings? Everybody, dude. Everybody. Ending number 2, thank you. That's a great ending, Draco. Incredible one. God of Thunder episode, Spark. That's going to be so good. Favorite Espada is Stark. Stark is the way to go. Love, 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 love Stark. I think he's the coolest design. I love his personality. I think Stark is awesome. Who's ready for the next episode? Hey, Kimbo? Next episode is going to be incredible. They said there's going to be a lot of new content in tomorrow's episode as well. All new anime-only content again. Thoughts on Ukitake and Unohana scene? Yuha. You know my thoughts on that Ukitake and Unohana scene. I love that scene. Love the Ukitake and Unohana, where they're saying goodbye to each other. I think that is one of the best scenes that they have added to the anime by far. You know, action scenes are cool, right? Yuha versus Ichigo round 2 was really, really, really cool. But nothing does it better than that small little moment. Pythes talked about it for a really long time, that he wanted some sort of scene acknowledging Ukitake's death. Like, he wants that scene where, like, people react to it, you know? And I think that backstory mixed with Unohana and Ukitake basically acknowledging that they're both going to die, I think incredible. Great scene. Favorite captain? I gotta go with Byakuya. I gotta go with the classics. They have this thing on Club Outside right now, which maybe I'll make a video about, where if you join Club Outside, which is Tide Kubo's fan club, where a lot of the lore and the questions come from, if you join Club Outside, you can pick to get like a special, you can pick what squad you want to join, and then they will mail you a special thing like, here's your club, or, you know, your squad 5 badge. Or like, it's not a badge, but it's like a welcome letter for squad 5. And they ask all of the captains and the lieutenants, like, hey, they asked them 4 questions. Like, what would you like to say to people who want to join? What requirements do you have for people to join? What's the vibe of the squad? Like, that kind of stuff. And each one of them answered. It's super cool, super funny. I picked Aizens squad because that was one of the options, of course. And it has a nice little drawing from Momo of Aizen looking all fancy. So I picked that one. When do I think the next episode will stop? I don't know. I have no idea. I will take a good guess on that tonight when we read the manga. Is it a hell reference to us, the viewers, not Ukitake and Unohana? I could see, you know, is it Doom's Gaming Lab? I can see the Ukitake in the Unohana scene being a reference to the Hell Arc for us, the viewer, and not for them, the character. I could see that's actually a great explanation. That's incredible. Do you have any information on the next episode for like when it's coming out? It comes out tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. is when it's coming out, PST. When Unohana was normal talking to Shuei and Ukitake, the next scene was that Unohana was laughing. Oh yeah, it's so good. So good. I mean, they nailed that. They nailed that scene. Stuck at work on Friday. Can't stay on, bro. Later, like a night after. Thanks for stopping by. You're always here, man. I appreciate the support. I was thinking of how much is left in the anime, and there's still so much to cover, and I feel like we're running out of time. I hope it doesn't feel rushed towards the end and fights in general. Chad just needs a one-punch Yuha and end the war. Yeah, correct. Just to talk about Unohana for me was definitely a high potential tease of the Hell Arc. Well, Red, somebody said, Doom said in the other chat that he can see that being a reference for the viewer, not so much for a reference from the captains knowing that, because in the manga, not Ukitake, Shunsui literally says in the Hell Arc chapter, No Breast from Hell, he's like, man, I thought that was a rumor until now. So not even Shunsui knew that was happening. The squad interviews and illustrations are from the old Color Plus fan book. Oh, okay. I really liked them. I thought they were funny. It makes sense that they're from a fan book because they're like from right after all the captains disappeared. So I liked it. Sam, where's the oiled up head stream? Sam, first explain the big box on top of the shelf. Nah. We're not going to talk about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Brother, I'm a Bleach fan from Bangladesh. Damn, that's cool. What's up, man? Welcome. Shunsui may not have known, but I'm not surprised if Unohana and Jishiro didn't tell him. I don't know. Do you think that's part of the character? I think it's definitely part of Restu's character that she wouldn't say anything. But would Ukitake not tell Shunsui? I don't think so. Sam, DMs when you can. I just did a thing. I will when I can. Extra Ukitake scenes actually made me tear up. I really wish we got to. It is really interesting to think of like kind of how little Ukitake scenes we actually got. His biggest contribution was against Stark in fighting in that fight. And then we don't really see much of him aside from being a lot of sick. A lot of the filler episodes did a lot of work for Ukitake, and I think that's why so many people like Ukitake. Brother, I watch you guys' videos. Hell yeah. Welcome, man. Welcome. Bangladesh is crazy. That's really cool. Thank you for watching. Throughout heaven and earth, Sam forever is the Gooner one. They're so funny. Thank you. Appreciate it. We try to come at it from a more enjoyable standpoint. You know, we are not... Me and Jose, I'm going to speak for me and Jose here. Jose and I are not the most, we're not the smartest. We're not the most knowledgeable Bleach fans in the world, and we don't claim that. We don't want it. So we try to come at it from like a, you're hanging out with your friends talking about Bleach. You know, That's what we try to come at it from, and I hope that comes across. I hope you guys have a good time watching it. I'm glad to see him spotted, but I don't know why I thought he chose Bankai. They're gonna say that for the hell arc, 100%. Thousand Blood War is so beautifully animated. Even the voice actors keep commenting on how beautiful Thousand Blood War is. They keep commenting it on over and over again. So yeah, it's really beautiful. Who's the strongest spot at Ulquiorra Stark? That's the classic, especially in the time of war, him becoming head captain, about to lose his brother. Hold on, let me read what you said, Rez. Surprisingly, I do because Ukitake's self-sacrificing and don't want to burn him. Okay, all right, Rez, I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're cooking with that. That argument, saying we need a Halloween stream. What kind of stream? You want to do some pumpkin carving? We could do some pumpkin carving. I carve pumpkins every year. You guys remember the Rukia pumpkin carving? Anybody seen that one? Have been grinding for Massacre Candace, not in the slightest. Later, Robert. Later. Bleach Place for the World. Let's go, Achalo. Let's go, dude. Welcome. Rez, you're cooking, man. I see it. You're swaying me. Here's the thing with the Ulquiorra and the Stark competition, right? So in the latest Club Outside question, well, not the latest, but they talked about Stark, one of them. And one of the OG was that Aizen was aware of Stark, and Stark would have given him too much trouble to go after. Like, that's just one of the things, Take that for what you will. But the argument always comes back to, was Aizen all-knowing? And I feel like Kubo, with a lot of the questions we're getting about Aizen, wants Aizen to be all-knowing. He wants, one of the questions that came out just recently was, oh, Aizen knew about Urahara before Urahara and Yodoichi were even a thing, right? That's crazy connotations. Crazy. So I would go with the level of Aizen knew of Ulquiorra's second resurrection. I would go with he knew exactly the level of it and what it was going to bring out of Ichigo. And as such, Stark is the strongest. He knew. He ranked him. Have you read the novels? I'm in a Dropbox link where I edited and compiled all the novels. I've only read Camp Fear and World. If you have the other ones, Tari, I would love you. You can DM it to me on Discord. Jose might not talk too much. Too funny. When Jose is talking, he's spitting jokes, man. That's why we love Jose. Jose is like our lovable mascot. Okay, he's not caught in the fire ever. He's just having a good time. He's here for the vibes. Jose is here to have a good time. That's what he's here for, man. You gotta have a friend like Jose. You have to. If you're not rocking a friend like Jose, you're failing. Stark absolutely strong. It's not even close to my opinion, especially after the outside post. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%, Rez. Better to play what Aizen doesn't know. Think Kisuke should have given Ichigo his Hogyoku. I'm 20 years old. You guys are my future version. I still love him. Bleach. Good. I'm glad, man. I'm so glad. That honestly is super nice of you. Super nice of you. Is Yami still alive, bro? Like right now? No, Yami's dead. Yami was very specifically shown. Actually, we did a clip talking about Yami's dog, Kakapuro, I believe is his name. And in that clip, I went back and I had to get scenes of Yami and figure out where the hell Yami was now. Yami, weirdly enough, is one of the only, well, I guess not one of the only, but Yami is very specifically shown disappearing. He is shown evaporating, getting and going away. Now, his fight got off-screened, which is classic Kubo, but it is what it is. You know how One Piece, have you guys seen that One Piece fan mail episode, which is insane? So cool. They should start doing that for Bleach, and one of the cool things to do would be to bring back a really cool animator, and they animate the fight that happened between Byakuya, Kenpachi, and Yami. That would be really cool. Be a great setup for a fight that happens later. Are we getting the fire level animation in this core? I think so. I think we will be. The animation that we're getting in this core, I think, is so different from classic animation that we're used to seeing in anime because it's so new. It's so high level. Excuse me. It's so high level. I think we will get incredible animation in this core. Bleach Sam's letters to the balance. Yes, exactly. That's a great one. If you could get any zanpakuto, what are you picking? Well, okay, I like to ask this question, right? If you could pick any zanpakuto. Now, I'm going to rule out a couple of zanpakutos here. You ready? I'm going to ask this to everybody. If you guys have any zanpakuto, any one that you guys want. Now, rules are you cannot pick Aizens and you cannot pick Tokunadas. Okay? Simply that. Now, the strength of your zanpakuto will vary based on the strength of your Reiatsu. So let's say you pick Yamas. You're not instantly Yama strong because you're not that strong. You could train to be that strong, but you don't start out that strong. You're starting from ground one. What are you picking? What are you guys picking? Aizen didn't know about a second form, level impossible. Why did Aizen look so funky? I think so they actually posted key frames of the episode on Twitter, and Aizen only looked funky because of the shading and stuff like that. He actually looked really good. Puro Films has to show off, I think, so as well. Is Shikari Ichigo stronger than Yamamoto right now because he humbled Yuha without Almighty? I would say so. I would say so. Yeah. I would say right now Ichigo probably is stronger than Yama, just in raw strength. Greetings from Colombia. Dang, I love your content. Do you think it's possible to join club? Yes, I do. So, okay, I'm getting answers for the Zanpakuto. Xbot says Shinji's. Great pick. That one takes a lot of training. A lot of training. Kevin says Benihime. That's a great one. Also, Church said the same one. Lots of Benihime. I was asking if you guys can pick any Zanpakuto. You can't pick Aizen. You can't pick Tokonada, and you don't master it immediately. You have to start from the ground up. Which Zanpakuto are you guys picking? Shuhei, I want to be a Tumblr blogger or Keys Case because it's practical. There is a way to join Club Outside from outside the continent. I am a member of Club Outside, and I live in America. I don't know how forward I'm supposed to be with it. But there is a website called Tenso, Tenso. They give you a Japanese address and a Japanese phone number, and it's part of a proxy shipping service. So that way you can use that information to buy off of like Amazon and stuff like that. They ship it to the proxy service. You pay the proxy service. Now they ship it to your house. That is how I did it. Benihime is Kisuke's Bankai. Shikeyama is also humbling Roid, so I don't think it's Shikai Ichigo beats Yama though. Ichigo gets dog walked by Yama. I cure cancer. Kisuke's Bankai. That's very noble of you. Zangetsu's a classic. God, I have to get the second book of Can't Fear World. I just do the second book of Can't Fear World is the largest one. That's a fat book. Really big. We're picking Zanpakuto. I love Ryujin Jaka because I love fire powers. That's a classic. If you like fire powers, I think that's a good one. So there's arguments to be made, right? Because if you pick Ryujin Jaka, you pick, I can't remember, Hitsugaya's, one of the most, I want to say Hinamori, but that's Momo. If you pick Hitsugaya's Zanpakuto, those are by default the two most powerful of their types, right? So those are great ones to pick. Tosho Shikai lets me freeze everything. What do I think about the first 3 episodes? I think it's incredible. First 3 episodes I think is really, really good. Alpha Gator Studio, what's up? Tim, give me a tutorial on importing figures. I can. Let me know. I can walk you through it, Chard. Tell me what you want to buy and I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through it on Discord. I'm a big fire lover, but Benihime is amazing. And Getsu. But the problem with Ngetsu is we don't know what Ngetsu's Bankai is. So Ngetsu's a big risk. We have no idea. Not gonna lie, I firmly believe everyone besides like Shinji, Yamamoto, and the Squad Zero should Bankai every fight. Oh yeah, 100%. In the world of Bleach, there is no reason why people wouldn't Bankai every single fight. There's no reason. You know, we like to clown on the people that Bankai spam, Mikaku, Hitsugaya, Ichigo, Byakuya. But there's no reason why you shouldn't Bankai. There's no drawback to it. There is not a single drawback to using your Bankai. There's not one. Sinban Zakura is goated. Yep, Sinban Zakura is great. Yokozo. Yep, classic. Watashi wa no Soul Society. Exactly. Yeah, let me know when you're free, Sam. I gotta see what they have first. Okay. Katen Kyokotsu. And Getsu is Ishin's. And Getsu is Ishin's. Have I seen tomorrow's episode? I have not. I don't think it's leaked in full yet, is it? I know pictures of tomorrow's episode are out. I didn't think it was leaked. Also, Aizen's face wasn't that bad. People come on, yeah, the shading was a little awkward, but whatever. Like, why wouldn't I drop the sun on my opponent if it has no drawback? Exactly. There's no reason for you not to do it. Might be a crazy pick, but I would pick Miuri Rain. That is an insane pick. That is an insane pick. But I respect it, Rain. I respect it. We're gonna pick Miuri's. I'm like, no, we're gonna pick Miuri's. What if your enemy can steal your Bankai? Maybe don't immediately go into Bankai. True. That is a great idea, Daniel. Great idea. BBS has 2 leaked screenshots. Oh, love it. Another one is Miuri's new Bankai. Sam, that's like saying you should use a rocket launcher to take care of criminals. Well, sometimes you should, okay? Sometimes, listen, if there's a criminal that's specifically threatening the whole world as you know it, hit him with a rocket launcher. Take him out. Blast him, man. You got to do what you got to do. I want to vote standing. You would want to vote standing over Bankai? That is crazy. Sam's Bankai is much. Ask Kevin. We don't tell people the secret Bankai, okay? Can you tell me why Aizen is the greatest Bleach character? Do I give like the Bleach fan answer always? I just like his aura. We don't need, that's the Bleach, like that's what Bleach is clowned on for constantly. It's his aura that really makes him the greatest character of all time. What are your views on Yugrim Hashirama? I think he's really cool. I love Yugrim. I think Yugrim is just a good guy, man. I think Yugrim is a good guy. I like Yugrim. Yeah, like that's what I'm gonna say about him. I think he's cool. Chad X Orihime, that's a weird one. That's a really weird one. We got another one. That one guy with dual-sided scythe or chain. Oh, Shuhei Isagi's sick. his Bankai is really cool, which you get to see in Can't Fear in World. So if you guys like Shuhei, read Can't Fear in World. Incredible. Really, really good stuff in there. Why couldn't Old Man Zangetsu say his name? So the rumor with why Old Man Zangetsu couldn't say his name to Yuha to Ichigo is because Ichibei like canceled that out, like, you know, made it so that couldn't happen, and that's why he's painted black in the manga. Only characters that spell manga are the characters that should: Soifan, Shinsui, Yama, Unohana, Kenpachi, Kuroyoshiki. Loads have reason not to spam bankais. Yeah, that's true. There are some bankais that have a reason not to spam them, but I'm saying like 90% of Bleach characters, they have no drawback to using their bankai. Send it, man. Everything you want to use bankai. You got to fight somebody, use bankai. There's no reason. What's up, Prodigy? To be fair, Bleach fans, we say because aura, because spiritual pressure is pretty much aura. True. Spiritual pressure is the physical manifestation of aura. It's not a rumor. Who said it was blacked out? Oh, there you go. Confirmed on Club Outside, apparently. That it was Ichibei that blacked it out. There you go. I think it's more about not letting the enemy know your secret weapon, and that's why the ones revealing their bankais are simpler. That's true. I mean, that's also the reason why they talked about when Ichigo wasn't recognized when he came to Soul Society for the first time and he used Getsuga Tensho. Like, why didn't anybody realize that he was immediately related to Ishin? Was because a lot of the times the captains don't show their special abilities to other people. And they really don't use them, you know? They're so good. Oh, sir, you're $2 short bankai. Yep, exactly. So yeah, Azashiro's Zanpakuto, that's a good one as well. Shinji's is a great one. When the studio said they want to dub in Bangla, is a studio dubbing in Bangladesh? I mean, personally, I'm picking a Resurrection over a Bankai. Really? What's going on? You're a little bit closer than usual. Oh, I'm sitting in the garage. So I have you guys, when you look at Bleach Boys and you see the clips, how we have our nice round table. You guys are on, I could push you back a little bit. You guys are on the nice round table. There you go. Now we're less intimate. Does that make everybody happy? I don't understand how Ichibei's powers affected the path. I'd rather have a Shrift, the ability to create things by hand. Well, okay, yeah, if you're going to pick Grimmy Shrift, of course, anybody in the world, if you're Grimmy, you can imagine yourself with a Bankai. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about here. We're picking powers. I'd pick Azashiro's for sure. That's what somebody else said, too. Azashiro's is a good pick. The only two that I ruled out was Tokonada's and I ruled out Aizens because nobody likes the guy. Nobody wants to be the guy, oh, I would just copy. I would be the guy that can copy superhero powers. Like, nobody likes that fucking guy. Don't be that guy. Me personally, a full bring over Resurrection. You guys are crazy. You guys are really crazy. Bro, in episode 2, what did Ichibei mean by that is what Peace is all about when he uses Zanpakuto on the floor? What is he doing? So, there, in the manga, he did not have his Zanpakuto in that brush form. So, the theory is that they are setting up in the anime for that, like, to be like, okay, you know, Ichibei was kind of preparing for, like, hey, Ichigo is going to go in and get clowned. It's going to give me enough time to really get my powers back, and then I'm going to shove Ichigo into the Soul King, and that's how it's going to go. And that's kind of seems like what it is. What I think Ichibei meant by, like, that's just how peace is. Like, that's the sacrifices that have to happen. That's how it goes. So you can't buy that. Sero, yeah, Sero somebody in the face. Me personally, full bring that. Yeah, you guys are crazy for saying you would take anything of that. I wish they doubted Can't Fear One of the anime is fucking great. I really do wish they did as well. I think Can't Fear a World is super cool. I think the writing in it is super good. I think the character interactions in it are incredible. I like how they revealed not only Shinji's Bankai, I like how they revealed Shuhei's Bankai. I love Tokonada. I think Tokonada is a great villain and a great, for lack of a better word, he's a great shit poster. Okay? Tokonada is great. I wish they really would have adapted that probably one for one instead of just stealing it. It seems like I don't think they're going to do Can't Fear World as an anime adaptation now because I think they're just cherry picking the best parts from Can't Fear World and they're putting it into the anime. I just think that's how it's going to go. I would not be surprised if we see Shuhei's Bankai in the future. Do you think we're going to get more of Hikone in the future? Not if they are going to... wait, what? We get Hisagi's Bankai in Can't Fear World? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Hisagi's Bankai is shown in Can't Fear World. If you watch closely, no Shinigami says Yuha until Quincy does. They probably didn't know they could. Okay. Wait, did your wedding happen? No, my wedding is not going to happen. My wedding will happen next year in September. Do you think we should some full... Sam, do you think we should get some Fullbringer content? I'm going to assume that's what you're saying. Yes, 100%. Is Spirits Are Forever With You a light novel series too? It is. Spirits Are Forever With You is a light novel series. It has no, like, legal translation of it yet. Like, the only novel that for Bleach that has come over and has actually been localized is Can't Fear World. Later, Shard. Will the novels make good movies? Can't Fear World would make great movies. But the problem with Can't Fear World is there's no Ichigo in it. So, like, the main character's not in it, period. So I don't know how that would fly with people. I think that would be fine, though. I liked it. I thought Can't Fear World was really, really good. Excuse me. I feel like Shuhei Bankai is going to get revealed like Shinji Bankai. I think so as well. I think they're going to show Shuhei's Bankai in Bleach TYBW. I think it's going to happen. What are your thoughts on what will be in the next episode? My guess, a large potion. I mean, I think a huge large potion is so. Now, warning. I'm going to give very minor leaks for next episode. Supposedly, there's something like 12 minutes of anime-only content that's going to come in the next episode. This is the only spoiler that I have heard from the next episode. I've dodged the rest of the spoilers. There's going to be like 12 minutes of anime-only content. I think a lot of that is going to be anime-only content of Ichigo versus Uryu. Just kind of drawing that out, making it more dramatic. Because Kubo has talked about before, one of the things that he wants to do with 1,000 Year Blood War now is that he really wants to explore like the emotional scars and the trauma and stuff that some of the characters have, and that how that affects how they act. So I think we're going to get Ichigo and Uryu kind of really going at it. I think that's going to be a big thing. And then that's going to add padded time to when Yuha eventually gets rid of Mimihagi. I think that's all going to be a added thing. I think it's going to be incredible. Do I think a Kazui show is possible? I do not. I think Kazui's air quote show is going to be no breast milk. But I've always wondered if one can restore the Shinigami powers. What's up, Taco Tuesdays? It's not Tuesday though. Let's see. Restore Shinigami powers. Fullbring, then can Ichigo use final Getsuga Tensho and then regaining Shinigami powers? Potentially, I mean, yeah, the logic is there, Indian Tech Gamer. The logic is there. Just pop it, go through the Fullbring route again, hope for the best. People in chat, do you think when Sam's wedding happens, we pull up his goatee? That my fiance would be so fucking mad, but it would be so funny. I would allow it. It would be so funny. Aizen was the good guy online. He knew Yuha was coming back. He knew by the original sin he wanted to save the universe. Well, one of the things with Aizen, right? So one of the things that people say that they really like about Yuha is with Yuha, his ambitions and his goal is much more laid out than Aizen's, right? With Yuha, with the new content in the anime, he's like, yo, I'm related to the Soul King. I'm the Soul King's son. I saw everything happen. The Soul King's this all-powerful, omniscient being, right? Soul King knows everything. Now, not once, but twice that he saw the Quincy's were going to get murked and he let it happen. The Quincy's, and you know, like, where did he bestow his son to be reborn into as a Quincy? I will be a little salty as well, okay? Really salty. Meanwhile, Aizen was like, I want to be the top dog. You know, like, I want to be the winner. I want to reshape the world and how I want it. That's what I want. And that's what Aizen was. Some bad guy makes me mad. Boom, zero. You see, perfect. Also, jokes aside, I believe Yuha could have easily have dodged versus Chad. If you block, you should. Well, Yuha, what's up, T-Money? Yuha could definitely have moved out of the way of Chad and used the Almighty. I think Yuha was just showing disrespect. We talked about before with Yugrim, where Yugrim, okay, so when Yuha activated the Almighty, guys, Yugrim gave this huge speech about, you know, Yuha didn't not use the Almighty because he was disrespecting you guys. It was because he couldn't use it. He couldn't use it because he could have lost control, but now he's using it. And then he immediately won, deactivates it fighting Ichigo, to disrespect Ichigo. And then he's activated it, makes Ichigo kill the Soul King, major troll move, makes Ichigo kill the Soul King, and then Chad comes at him. And what does he do? He can rewrite the future to move out of the way of Chad. I'm just going to block with my hand. And then I'm going to light him on fire and shoot him into Ganju. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Yuha deadass wanted to show Chad he's fodder. It's sad, but I love that Chad did go in for it. I like that Chad and Ganju did attempt to do something. Now, Chad was so fast, he had no choice but to block with his hand and couldn't just dodge it because I can't imagine Chad losing. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's what happened. I think he's the wrong term. Do you think Yumichika's true Shikai is better than Hisagi's Bankai? Well, I am trying to think of Yumichika, and like, so Yumichika's true Shikai shoots out similar chains, right? And it sucks away their life force. It's been a long time since I've seen this team of Yumichika. If that is the case, then yes. I mean, right? It's just better as a whole. You did use the Almighty. Use it to find the most disrespectful future possible. Bob, that's so true. That's so true. I wish Chad got an anime only. Well, I think, no. This is fingers crossed. This isn't Gojo Infinity. Live on YouTube as well right now, Rez. I think Chad is going to have a big moment in the Hell arc. A lot of his moves are already themed around Hell, right? I think and I hope Chad has a lot of moments then. That's what I'm hoping for. Again, Chui's Bankai says no to the power system of the verse. True. That is true. I'm a more recent fan. I enjoy your content very much. So happy after a decade of waiting for Thousand Lord to be animated. It's happening. They're doing an amazing job. T-Money, I 100% agree. It was so... we went to the Bleach fireside chat, and one of the things that both the English voice actor, not the English, the Japanese voice actor of Ichigo and Uryu, both of them commented on about, one, yes, it sucks that we waited for 10 years, right? Sucks that we waited that long, but we're in such a special place now that the animation is so good. So good. The animation now is so good that they, like, every scene's a painting. You know, it's incredible. It's a great time that we have Bleach come back now. It's incredible. We're getting Bleach in the best time that we possibly could be getting Bleach. The music is incredible. The animation is really good. Bleach has been so good. Give us a room tour of your garage. You actually missed it earlier, Nick. I already gave a room tour of the garage, and it's. Do you think we'll see the original Gotei 13? We will see. I would bet good money, really good. I would bet $1,000. All right. We get the original Gotei 13 in hell. That is why Kubo set up the original Gotei 13 for that reason alone. Best music in anime? I would agree with that. I think Bleach does have the best music in anime. I would agree with that 100%. Does Uryu know what the Almighty does? So, okay. Great question. We have a video coming out. It'll either be tomorrow or later today. There's another short coming out, and I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's all over. It was posted on Reddit. It was posted on Twitter. The Soul King's name, Adonais, was revealed actually in season 1, really secretly. It was written in English in a textbook that Uryu was reading. I would now infer, if that's the case, if the Soul King's name was in that book, Uryu knows it all. Uryu knows it all. Uryu is full on in the know of this happening. Is Berserk worth reading? I'm anime only. Yes, 100% worth reading. From what I hear, part of the appeal of Berserk is reading it, and the art in the manga is incredible. Like, that was his whole thing for the longest time. When Berserk and the author was alive, it was constantly like, dude, like, the artwork in Berserk is so good, so good. That was the whole point of reading Berserk. The whole point. Intro to the score is so good. I do agree. Soken knows some secrets. I think so as well. I want to say it's Ryukin, right? Ryukin. Is his name Soken? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Soken's the grandpa. Kuology Professor, by the way, you do good work. I see you in the comments all the time, and I now have your videos. You're so fast. You're so fast at posting all of that. Anything new Bleach, you're incredible. But yes, the grandpa definitely knew some secrets. That textbook that he had, I think Uryu reading that, I think he knows it all. I think he knows it all. Would we see Ulquiorra in hell? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to see Ulquiorra in hell. I think Ulquiorra went back to the cycle of resurrection and he's gone. You think Yushiro will be in the new episode? I don't think so. But my in-game knowledge of the manga for Bleach is really bad. I don't think so. Man, I found your podcast just before Core 3 began. You guys make my Monday mornings at work easier. Thanks for making so much fun podcast for Bleach fans. Feel like we have homies discussing. Hey, DB Gaming, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the support. I just got done SKD Pro. Hello as well. I just got done talking. Like, my goal for the podcast, there used to be 3 of us. It used to be me, Josh, Jose. The goal from the beginning was I wanted, because like we are not super knowledgeable on Bleach. We're not. But my goal from the beginning is I want to be able to provide, like, you're sitting with some friends talking about the newest Bleach episode. Like, that is it. You know, you're shooting the shit, having a good time talking about the newest Bleach episode. That is what I wanted. So I'm so happy to hear that that's coming across DB Gamer. I'm glad you like it. Thank you for the support. The diary with Soken's, no. He said he gave it to Ryukin, and that's how Uryu got it 100%. Would the Espada even be in hell? Captains need a ritual, and Xyloparo is there because of his sins of the human. I agree with that, Koology Professor. I agree. I think the only way the Espadas would go to hell is if they were originally a human as a bad person, and I think there's a good chance. Well, I don't know. So I have a question for you, Koology Professor. How would that rule work on someone like Auden Yeto? Would the original souls, like I said, Kaien, for example, the original souls of Kaien all got released back to the resurrection, and we go back to whoever the original Auden Yeto was way back in the day, and that's how we judge that guy? I'd be responding to you guys for real. Hell yeah, DB Gaming. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. Actually, something that hell as a place wasn't canon until the one shot. Yeah. Gen is goated. Love Gen. I really do hope we see more Gen in the Hell arc, because I think Gen as a character was so cool. I didn't really like the ending of Gen. I wish we got to see more of Gen. I didn't like that he just kind of like disappeared. That sucks. 99% sure Ichigo is supposed to be Satan. Even try to get you how to rule his kingdom like the Bible. I think so as well, Bob. I really think so. There is a really good theory. I'll have to find it later. somebody went back and found, I believe it's from like an old Eastern religion of this character who like he is very closely tied with hell, and like a lot of his story arc lines up with Ichibe. I do think Ichibe is a has some sort of relation to hell. Also, bro, I love your takes, but the dual sword one seems to be getting people in a tizzy. So, okay, you want to talk about it? I was going to talk about it on the podcast. I'll talk about it with you guys here first. You guys are the boys. You're here for the live. So in Can't Fear Your Own World is where, so sometimes when I'm making clips, I cut out some context to it because I try to fit them as compact as possible. I want them to be really short. I want them to be about like a minute and a half is what I aim for. So the dual wielding one we were talking about in Can't Fear Your Own World, they brought up this thing, like, technically there hasn't been a true dual wielder since Ichigo, and like he's the first true one, and Shuhei's zanpakuto is actually the chains that binds them, and Ukitake has two because of Mimihagi, and Shunsui's was made because he was like hiding Nanao's sword. So the argument we were making is, where in the timeline does that dual wielding scene take place? Because would like Shunsui know that he needs to be dual wielding at that time? That was the argument. I cut out a lot of that context, and yeah, people are pissed. So it is what it is. It is what it is. People missed the context. Dual talk, but they fair. You guys didn't give the context. I know. That's what I'm saying. I cut out the context of it. My bad. My bad. You live and you learn on that one. Do I know Mr. Tomo? I do. He's another, well, I don't know him personally. I've seen his videos. Y'all should do a reaction together on one of the new episodes. I would love that. I would really love that. I think Mr. Tomo it seems like a genuine, really cool, really smart guy. Pythes actually really loves Mr. Tomo. Pythes knew Mr. Tomo before we did. He loves Mr. Tomo, and then there's another guy that he really likes also that I can't remember the name of. Mr. Tomo, you're the top 2 Bleach content creators. I really appreciate that. I don't think that is the case, but I really appreciate that love from India. So, interesting. India is our number 2 YouTube demographic. So, United States is the number 1, and number 2 is India. So, shout out to you guys. Thank you. What's my favorite anime? Favorite anime of all time, and that's just because it means a lot to me when I was growing up, is Trigun. I love Trigun. Mr. Tomo mentioned, he's such a cool guy. Mr. Tomo is so cool. I think the students get Asuichis at the beginning and evolve as they learn, so they might have it. That was the question. It was more of a timeline question, and it kind of the context wasn't properly worded there. But I do all the editing myself, so I only have to blame myself. Would we ever get to see the captains that died and went to hell return back to the Soul Society? I don't know. I don't think so. I'd love to have y'all on. Sorry, I was trying to type that all. I'd love to have that all. Sorry, I gotta read all of that. Also, I have a Bleach TYBW podcast. I interviewed a lot of. Really? Have you really? Send me a DM or something. Saw a random TikTok of the fireside chat and got jump scared. Dude, Bob, you saw that? Bob, there is, so I posted it in the Discord. There is a Bleach fireside chat that we went to, and so here's some context. When we sat in the Bleach fireside chat, we sat in like the furthest row possible, but the very first row was set aside for like reserved. Like, and it was a lot of the stuff. Hi from Morocco. Dang, what's up, guys? The first one was all for media people. So it was like the Japanese ambassador to Los Angeles was there. The people from Viz Media, people from Puro Films were there. And then there were a couple of social media people that were invited. So we happened to sit on the side of the social media people. Dude, this girl was, and I no disrespect, she's very nice, but she was filming all of her content. I'm like right behind her. Like, imagine you guys are the girl filming the content, and I'm just like here. like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do in that situation? Like, do I just go like this? Like, so I decided I'm just gonna stare into the camera whenever she's filming anything, and I'm just gonna stare right into the lens. So apologies to that lady, but I didn't know what to do. I froze. Do you think we'll ever get the return of the 8th Kenpachi, considering he is in the Mugen? Well, we haven't got 100% confirmed that those novels are actually like legit canon, especially with, I feel like they're ripping Can't Fear Your Own World so badly. I just don't know if we ever get that. Somewhere on TikTok, a fireside chat, got jump scare. Yeah, saw that one. Do you think Yuha will use Yama's Bankai in the fight? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see Yama's Bankai. I do think that would be really cool, though. I think it'd be really, really cool if we saw that. Make a big Bleach content creator, boys. I would love to. We are not as big as you guys think we are. So I don't have those connections to do that. I really don't. If you guys have those connections, I welcome it. I would love to have other content creators on here. I think that would be really cool. Bro, where will Core 3 end, like in which scene? So, we actually talked about this on the podcast, and I have a clip coming out where we're discussing that. I truly don't know where Thousand Year Blood War Core 3 is going to end. I really think, and I would love, and no, you guys probably know the manga better than me. I would love the manga or the anime to end with the Fullbringers being introduced, but I just don't know where that happens in the manga. I just don't know. I don't know how unbelievable that is, but that is my personal love, and that's what I would like to see. Urahara Bankai is the worst / best place to get in at. That would be really cool. Now, let me ask you guys a question. All right? Question for you guys. Ready? What is Hell in Bleach? That's a very convoluted question that we don't know too much information about. Do you guys want Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 3? Do you guys want it to end on a happy note for the Soul Reapers, or a note of despair? Right? How would you guys want it to end? Let's not even talk what scene. Do you guys want it to end like everything's looking really badly, or do you want it to be everything's looking really good? Toma says despair. Hanjo says despair. Zero says despair. Despair. Okay, I agree. I agree 100%. I think the third... So, Kubology Press says ambiguous. I think this season needs to end looking really badly. Really, really badly for the Soul Reapers. I'm thinking this needs to be like a Empire Strikes Back of the Bleach universe. Because the first two... And I don't think the second core was gonna be like this originally until they kind of had some budget issues. First season was a happy ending, right? Unfortunately, Yama did get killed right in the middle, but we get Ichigo's Shushikai. It looks very motivational. Second season also ended out very well for the Soul Reapers, where Senjumaru won her fights, and then Ichibe won his fight. I think this season has to end poorly for the Soul Reapers to set up the fourth season. I think that would be really, really, really cool. Stern Raiders got the win last season? I don't think so. I think the Soul Reapers got the win last season in Core 2. I want it to end on a cliffhanger. Well, it will definitely do that. A lot of Noi Tora fans in here. Really? Is Squad Zero coming back? Are they officially dead? They will come back, not in the manga, but they do eventually come back though. Like where though? See, that's the question. I don't know. I don't know where you end it. Was Squad Zero 2 overrated? Squad Zero was super overrated. Who will show this spare at the end of Core 3? Maybe Gerard and Askin. That's kind of what we were thinking. We were thinking maybe like Gerard going full immortality mode, Askin doing something. You kind of like, you rule out Lilibaro, right? Because we saw Lilibaro and we seen now Zanpakuto in the opening. So you rule that out immediately because it can't be that, because that's the end of the fight, right? So I don't know. I don't know. Joke. Everyone was saying despair. Next core is just going to be Baby Hold Your Hand. How Chad scale. Now Chad scales incredibly. Episode 5, Yukio and the gang. I don't know. It's hard. So it's really hard to say where Thousand Year Blood War Core 3 is going to end or what's going to happen next episode, because we have so many scenes from the beginning of Bleach as a whole. Really, part 2 is where it's kind of started going off the rails. But like, there's a bunch of scenes with Urahara in the lab, and there's so many characters that haven't been introduced yet that make it to the lab. We're so far behind on one half of the story. It's hard. No Askin or Gerard fight. Well, I think we're getting some Askin this core. I think it's going to happen. You know, think about it, you're right. Oetsu no Mayo was pretty cool. Oh, Oetsu was cool, man. Oetsu, there's no argument. Oetsu was really cool. Basically, the anime exclusive scenes is kind of unpredictable. Yeah, 100% Kitty Lover. It's super unpredictable. It makes it incredibly hard to predict a single thing of where it's going to end or what we're going to see next. Core 4 with Kenpachi and Kisuke is going to go so hard. Oh, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. If not that, I talked about this. So Sosuke Aizen himself asks, if not Thousand Year Blood War, would you like to see Aizen's Bankai? Or where/when would you like to see it? My answer is I wouldn't like to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Aizen's Bankai. The only thing that I would want to see, honestly, put it in a data book somewhere. Put it like, like a little footnote. Kubo goes, Aizen did have a Bankai at one point. This is what it did. He gave it away. Like, he's above that now. All of his powers now are a culmination of everything. Shikai, Bankai, the whole thing. He is that guy now. Forget about it. Forget about it. I don't want to see it. Can I cook an outlandish pulses predict? Rez, do it up. Let's hear it. Aizen probably doesn't have a Bankai because he never... I love last stream. Somebody was talking about how Aizen probably just used his Shikai to fool the captains, that was his Bankai. I love that. Where does Chad scale now? Top 1%. Have Aizen use more Keto spells than 99 as last resort. That'd be really cool. I am so for seeing more Keto spells. Can I say what I would really like to see? Let's get Tessai. Like, you guys remember the Keto captain himself? Let's get Tessai to show up here. Let's get some work. Aizen uses Bankai versus Renji. Trust. Yep, totally. Trust. That's going to happen. Can't wait for Aizen's Hot 99. Everybody's waiting for that, dude. Ishin and Ryukin new scenes. I think we'll get Ishin and Ryukin new scenes. I think we'll get those 100%. I think Ishin and Ryukin will 100% get new scenes. I think that's going to happen. Also show Mashiro protecting the academy. I would like that as well. I think any sort of new scenes that... So, my biggest thing that I look forward to since Thousand Year Blood War began is that part... Well, where we are right now. Okay, the back half of the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War manga. So much stuff got left on the table, right? So much stuff. Will we get Hot 99 next episode? We won't, Jaden. We won't. So much stuff gets left on the table. So much stuff got jumped all over the place, right? We go here's this fight. We're gonna hop over here. Here's this fight. Oh my god, this fight's done. I want to see that stuff expanded. You know, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see for the anime only scenes. I want them to go a little bit further into that. You know, like let's see what we can do here. That's what I want. Need to see Ichigo's true Bankai. The ending was trash. I do agree. I think the ending. I think they're gonna change that. I'd be shocked if they keep that. Tessai got killed in the Aizen raid. I know this because I made it up. Good shot, Gabe. Good shot. Aizen doesn't do much next episode, but probably do number 90 in episode 31. So that would not be next episode. That'd be the next episode. That would be so sick. That would be so sick. Hello, can I be praying for you? Yeah, man, do it up. I'll take what you can give me, Faceless Sneaker. Let's see. Same dude, Doom. I wouldn't say the ending was trash, but rushed. I agree with that. I don't think anybody would say Bleach. Well, okay, you know, there's a lot of haters out there, but I don't think you can just say that Bleach is like super trash across the board. I think rushed is the perfect explanation for what it is. The perfect. I don't think it's going to change. I don't think it will, TBH. Should not. I don't think... So you don't think the ending should change, Yamato Solos? I think the sword Reo drops in the primordial water eventually turned into Oetsu. I don't know if I could follow you down that road, Rez, but that would be an insane prediction. The sword that was dropped into the primordial lake becomes Oetsu. That is a crap prediction. That's insane. Bleach ending was rushed. JJK's was trash. I think Chad and Ganju might do something new. 100%. I do think Chad and Ganju are going to do something else. I hope Asking doesn't turn Ichigo into a carpet in the anime. I think that's going to happen. Anyone read the novels? I've read all of Can't Fear World. Love Can't Fear World. Have I seen the leaked image? I have not, Jeebus. I've not seen the leaked images. I've avoided them perfectly. The only thing I've heard is that there's a lot of anime-only content in the next episode. That's the only thing I've heard. Speaking of Ichigo's Bankais, do you know what it does? I think I already know. I'm just making sure I'm right. I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. If you want to tell me what you think Sasuke Aizen, I'm here for it. Ishin loves Ryukin the same way I love Giselle. Okay. All right. Yuha, King of Quincy, being killed by the arrow, weapon of Quincy, was a good idea. I do agree with that as well. I really like the stillness arrow, and I think that's 100% going to happen. Chad one-shots Yuha episode 30. No. Unk, do I like Bleach? No, I actually hate Bleach. I think Bleach, one of the worst animes I've ever seen. I despise it. I'm saving this for a cold winter so I can burn it all and use it for heat. Do you think Squad Zero are on a divine level akin to Kai's from DBZ, or just regular Solar Beers that got the best holiday bonus? 12 minutes of new content, that's what I've heard as well. If you rush cooking meat, you're going to serve it raw. True. Congrats on 10K. Oh, thank you, Holiness. Thank you. Appreciate it. They can make that fight last longer, but I don't think they'll change how it ends. Okay, all right. I see it. I wonder what is Uryu Dad S. I'm just going to say Uryu Dad Shrift. Is that what you're asking? Because seriously, who is Oetsu if not a primordial level being able to bring life into Bleach? I mean, true. Oetsu is crazy when you think about it as a character, that he is the creator of all the Zanpakuto. Like, that's crazy. Like, what a powerful being. Do I think Shunsui's Bankai will get a new OST? I hope so. I think so. Do you think Yuha can see the silver arrow, or is he still blind to it? I think he's blind to it. I don't think he can see the silver arrow. Love your shirt so much. Bonus points for the Nell. Dude, the back's really cool too. I'll see if I can show it to you guys. This is the Shonen Jump store. You guys got it? There you go. They don't have this collection anymore. I wear this shirt so much, it's starting to peel. I love this shirt. I think this shirt's really cool. Really, really, really cool. They should come out with another Bleach collection. I would love it. You can share power, not Ashita. True. I feel like Uetsu is severely underrated due to his killer bee personality. Yeah, that's true. I've been reading the manga that goes along with the respective episodes to refresh my memory so I can notice the differences. Oh, that shirt is sick. Thank you. Thank you. Do you think we'll get the first opening from the OG Bleach in the last episode of Core 4 on the credit roll? Well, I mean, didn't we kind of already get that when Bleach ended the first time? Like, didn't they do that exact thing? If I could give Bleach another title or name, what would you call it? That's an interesting question. So if I could rename Bleach, let's say I want to rename Bleach. I want to rename Bleach with the a modern take on it. So first thing I'm thinking is the title has to be long as hell, right? Super long. Like that time I got reincarnated as a Soul Reaper and something. Or Bleach to Clorox. Oh, we're just changing the brand, huh? People are saying Yuha already absorbed the Soul King. If so, do you think they skip Aizens? No, there's no way. There's no way they skip Aizens Hado 90. There's not a chance in hell. People would riot in the streets if they change Aizens Hado 90. Do you believe all original Gote 13 is dead and not all of them? I think all of the original Gote 13 is dead. I think the only reason we saw them was to introduce them into the Hell Arc later. They're not skipping that. Lots of people waiting for that specifically. Yeah, there's no way they do it. There's no way they skip it. Call it Ghostbusters. Not a bad name. Something with ghosts, spirit slayers, something like that. I can see that. If you could change the entire Thousand Blower arc, how would it go? Let me think here. So, here's how it goes. I changed the Thousand Blower. The first arc happens. They shoot the arrow, right? Okay, let me wind it back. I'm starting from the beginning. The Stern Raiders invade the Soul Society. We keep that all the same. They're in Yamamoto's office. They're like, where's the security? Yama gives the classic, nah, I'd win line. They shoot the arrow through, all right? Who's on the arrow? None other but Hitsugaya Toshiro. Dead, all right? He's gone. Nothing that you could do. Just then, Rangiku comes bursting through the door. She's covered in blood. She also gets immediately glacked. Rangiku's gone. That squad, donezo. There's no lieutenant, no captain. Game over. Then they're like, who do we call for help? We need some sort of help. There's one guy that could help them. They think about maybe they're going to go release Aizen from the Muken. They're like, okay, we don't need Aizen. We have one ace in the sleeve. Who is it else but Koga, the last surviving Bount from the Bount arc? He specifically ran away with Ron Tao, the scientist who created all the Bounts. The two of them come back. They create a Mod Soul army who fights the Stern Raiders and wins the whole thing. First invasion. That's it. Afitoshiro is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I wanted to do some drastic changes, you know. Sam, anything you say about Kukaku one-shots, Yuha will be taken as a lie, be for real. I just wanted to just send it from the ropes, just hope for the best. Koga is also, so they double dipped on filler names. Koga is the bad guy from the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc also. Is he from the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc. But Koga is also, if you guys are Bount fans out there, from the very first filler arc of Bleach, you remember the Bount that had the metal, like the liquid metal Bount one, and he had the mohawk? That's also named Koga. He's the only one that survived, actually. Do I think Orihime will have to do more? We'll have more to do in episode 28. Her healing surprise you all my for a second. Yeah, I think Orihime will be relevant all the way through and through. I think Orihime is a character is very powerful. Oh snap! I didn't know that. There you go. Learn something new every day. Ron Tao is the 6th Squad Zero member. Correct. Dude, whoever, I don't know if you're in here, but somebody last stream said, what if all the Squad Zero had one representation from every race on it? I love that idea so much. I think that is such a cool idea. I love it. If I could pick one character to have their own short or light novel, if I could pick one character to have their own one-shot or light novel, who would I pick? I would pick actually Kukaku. I think Kukaku's a really interesting character, and I'd be interested to know more about what she can do. I think she'd be cool. I also, got the hots for Kukaku, so what am I going to say? It is actually good that they killed Sasaki with the arrow when they declared war, because hits the reason why Yuha died 1,000 years ago. True. I mean, yeah, Sasakime was very pivotal in winning the first war. So I feel like as a whole, that was a shot to Yama's confidence. You know, it's like, hey, your boy who stabbed me in the back, I killed his ass. He's gone. He's gone. How are you gonna win now? How are you gonna win now? That guy that was hiding in the bodies. Yuha is a petty king. Oh, 100%. Yuha is petty as hell. Do I think Ikaku got his Bankai back? / had Renji upgrade? He did eat a pill. I don't think so. They've lost a lot of hope for my king Ikaku. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Ikaku's going to get any sort of new power up. I think he's going to be left to die. It's going to be it. Why didn't Ganju bring back Bonnie? Oh, great question. Great question. Why isn't Bonnie the boar? Well, he rode in on Bonnie, right, when he showed up the first time. But why didn't Bonnie come to the Soul Palace? I think that's a great question that we should all be asking. How different would things be in the Soul Palace if Ganju brought Bonnie? That's a great question. Is Unohana resting in peace in hell with a fellow? Yeah, I think so. Hold up. Somebody wrote, so let's see. A lot of people make fun of Shinji this arc, but Hisagi got done way worse. Oh yeah, that's facts. Can we say that Yuha can't see anything related to or connected to the Soul King? If so, he can't foresee Fullbringers because of the piece of Soul King? Great question. I would say so. From what we've seen so far, I think anything Soul King related escapes the eyes of the Almighty. I think that's a great question. What's Bonnie gonna do? Bonnie's gonna run someone over, man. He's gonna ask. Well, there was also a short that we did that talks about in one of the after credits. This is a filler, by the way. But one of the after credit scenes, Ganju is eating with Retsu Unohana, and they're having like some sort of a broth, like a bone broth, and there's meats in it. And Ganju's like, hey, like, what are these meats? And Retsu's like, oh, I found a boar right outside. And Ganju's like, Bonnie! And you see, like, they killed fucking Bonnie. But Bonnie's obviously okay. That was just part of a filler. But sadly, I do too. I'm mad Ikaku and Yumachika are getting sidelined. I love them. I love Ikaku and Yumachika. I think they're really cool. Do I believe we'll get a power update for Grimmjow? Oh, yeah, I think so. Grimmjow will come back really powerful. Like, it's just going to happen. Grimmjow has to compete with Askin, and Askin is strong. Askin is really, really strong. Miri already explained that Ikaku's Bankai was forced back together and is far weaker than before. I know Ikaku's the only one that Ikaku is the only fucking guy in all of Bleach. They specifically said that his powers are one, weaker, and two, never coming back. Done. Not gonna happen. Insane. If he couldn't perceive Fullbringers, he couldn't perceive Chad, Ichigo, or Orihime. True, because Ichigo is all of the things in one, so that's a great point. If Chad and Orihime got powers, why did Keigo and the rest of Ichigo's human friends, they were so close to Ruka during the time the Hogyoku was there? I thought they talked about that. My memory's not great. So the question is, why didn't Keigo, Tatsuki, Mizuhiro, why didn't all of them get powers as well? And I thought it was something like they weren't around long enough next to them, or they didn't have a strong enough wish. Someone correct me. Someone's got to have a better answer than that. That's just what I'm thinking on top of my head. My memory, again, is horrible. Can you ever imagine Chad losing? I can never imagine. There's not a cell in my head that can imagine Chad losing. How did Yuha see what Ichigo does? The Almighty of Ichigo's part Soul King's Fullbringer. That's exactly. How does aging work? I couldn't tell you a damn thing about how aging works. I could not tell you. They just shoot from the hip when it comes to aging and Bleach. What do you think Nell's gonna do? Like a new fight? Because when they see Halls and stood in front of, they can see Halls and stood in front of Eisen. I don't know what Nell is gonna do. From my understanding, right? Nell was specifically kept outside to jump in really quick, retrieve everybody, and jump out. So what? I don't know. What do you give her? She could fight some, like, nobodies while she's waiting out there. Novel says Orihime and Chad had the same origins as Fullbringers, so they didn't have a fragment. Okay, so Kubology Professor says that the novel says that Orihime and Chad had fragments in them already, but the other two didn't. Or the other people didn't, and that's why that they were awakened. I hope I interpreted that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kubology Professor. She's gonna show up in skimpy clothing, and that's enough. Do you think that God of Thunder panel will be censored? I think the God of Thunder panel will not be what you guys are expecting, because what a lot of people think of the God of Thunder panel is a fan art. Most people, when they think of the God of Thunder one, that is a fan art somebody drew. It's not the one from the actual manga. So I think they are in a lose-lose situation no matter what. What do I think Bleach would be like if Yuha won? That's a great question. So how would he remake the world? is really the question. That's just so grand. I can't even begin to imagine. I mean, the probably flip the whole thing on its ass, and Quincy's would be the reigning power, right? Quincy's would be the power. Do you think we will see more of Rukia after a big show last quarter? Yeah, we'll see more Rukia. I think Rukia will have more scenes. It will happen. I think we've already got a little bit more Rukia than we originally got in the manga with that Ukitake scenes, which is really cool. I think it means the ass shot. Okay. I have theory about Hikake's Bankai back via Hollow Pill Kisuke created. Maybe it'll take a form like Toshiro's Hollow Bankai. What do you think about that? I would like that, Reza. I would like that a lot. If he kind of has a hollow twist to his Bankai now, I think it'd be really cool. I saw you a few months back playing Bracelet, and now you're speaking about Peak. I missed out. But we all over, man. We all over. If it's Bleach, we're there. Wait till that new Bleach game comes out, Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I'm going to be on that thing all day. Just heads up, but if there's any Venom fans, there are spoilers on TikTok of Venom 3. I actually saw Venom 3 already, so I'm covered. I already saw it, but heads up. I'm pretty sure Kubo and Tatsuki was going to get powers, but skip the Soul Society for ratings. Oh, that sucks. I really like Tatsuki. I like Tatsuki as a character. I like that she kind of figured out what was going on. I think Tatsuki's really cool. Could Ichigo resurrect Squad Zero by just saying their names? Well, I think the argument is it takes power to revive, and like Ichigo, for example, he took some of Ichigo's power. So I'm sure he'll eventually do it, right? That'll happen. But Tennis Come Above, I think Grimjo had claws because he achieved / Master Resurrection. It's kind of messed up how Ukitake, who was mostly innocent during his lifetime, goes to hell. I think he's going to be a pivotal character during the Hell arc, unlike Yamamoto or Unohana because of their deaths. I agree as well. And also, Ukitake is themed as the Warden of Hell, right? Which is crazy. Super crazy. So Ukitake will be more pivotal than Unohana and Yamamoto in the Hell arc. I believe that 100%. I think that's going to be a big thing. If you want to see some action. Buggy, welcome back, dog. Welcome back. You're always coming in with the bangers. If Keigo gets the Bleach version of the Omnitrix. What's up, Christmas Goku? Imagine if Keigo gets the Bleach version of the Omnitrix. That's where we're going, huh? Imagine Keigo gets the Omnitrix on his wrist. That'll be perfect. I think Rebirth is gonna play like Sparking. No, I think it's gonna be completely different. The game is gonna be lit. Dragon Ball just isn't it? I don't know. I thought people really liked Sparking Zero. I thought people loved it. I'm actually confused about this. Is there or is there not a remake for Bleach? There is not. So what happened, and this happens all the time, leaks started to come out about, the special preview we got, the 20th anniversary Bleach preview, and leaks came out for that like probably 30 minutes before that officially released, of screenshots of the video. So people started posting the screenshots like, remake confirmed, remake confirmed, remake confirmed. It was just the video. It was just, nothing has been confirmed about a Bleach remake, period. Kubo has mentioned that he would love to do one, but nothing has been confirmed about a remake. Camp Hero World content in Core 4. Camp Hero World explains as long as the palace stands, they'll revive because they have the Oaken in their bones. I think we'll get more Camp Hero World content in Core 4. It seems like they're kind of ripping the content from the novel, so I believe that's going to happen. Not going to lie, bro. Can't wait for episode 4. Episode 4 is going to be so good. So good. Could Ichigo's sister awaken a Soul Reaper and Quincy powers? I know they can't get Fullbringer or Hollow powers because it's stated Fullbringer arc that only the firstborn gets the Hollow. Where's the Helmu just added a skin for Ichigo and called it a day. I hope Kubo won't do the same shit. Sparking Zero sold 3 million copies in 24 hours. Yeah, that's crazy. Mizuhiro is a real badass. Mizuhiro is cool. Mizuhiro is really cool. What I think they're going to do for episode 24 or 4, lots of original content. I think Ichigo versus Uryu is going to be the main set for that. I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be all Ichigo versus Uryu. It's going to be great. Let's see some other stuff. Could Ichigo's sister awaken Soul Reaper and Quincy powers? Well, I think they said that the Soul Reaper powers for sure. The Quincy powers, I don't know. Imagine if they actually made it. I'd be so insane to keep the old soundtracks of VAs. Well, the thing that happens, a lot of the soundtracks change, right? A lot of the soundtracks change when they do the remakes. The music becomes different as well. Can you imagine a world where they remake Bleach and they don't give Ichigo #1? Can you imagine a world where they do that? Lucy was talking about how Aizen knew about Mimihagi. Did I not notice her? Is it in the manga? So it's one of the things that's mentioned a lot, that Aizen knows most of the things. And so there was a club outside question. I think I responded to this in a comment. There was a club outside question of when Aizen first left the Soul Society. So when Aizen was getting beamed up in the Yellow Pillar, he's given this speech about how no one truly knows what it feels to be a top. And then he looks at Ukitake and he's like, not you. And then he goes on and like, lists some other stuff. So Kubo was asked, why Ukitake? Like, why did Aizen, beef with Ukitake right there? And the reason given was because Aizen knew about the piece of the Soul King inside of Ukitake. And so that's why he was specifically targeting Ukitake right there. So that is the explanation of Aizen knew that this existed, but not Urahara, which is crazy because Urahara is like the guy. He's like the knowing guy, Do you think Aizen will be fighting Johan episode 4? I do not. I would say that's probably the next episode. You remember him looking at Ukitake? Yeah. Yep. What's my favorite intro in Astro and Bleach? My favorite intro is going to be the classic one that begins with the flames. I don't remember what that's called. My favorite outro, we talked about this before. There's one with, I believe, it has the mod souls in it. There's an intro and an outro. There's an outro that has the mod souls in it, and I love it. I love that one. When does the episode drop? Tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Do I think Ichigo is stronger than Aizen or the other way around? After Dark OP7, yeah, that's it. Aizen and Ichigo won't fight Yuha until later. Well, Aizen has about first, right? Got to be the first intro of the first season. Hearing that, dude, Asterisk. I know the name of that one. Asterisk is classic, man. After Dark is what it's called. Yep. Do I think Ichigo was the key to kill the Soul King? Well, yeah, that's explained in the episode that Ichigo was the one. I believe the monster will appear in 2 outros, if I remember. Ooh, I couldn't tell you which one then. What's my favorite? My favorite resurrection. What is my favorite? So I'm of 2 feelings of this, okay? Some of the resurrections are goofy as hell. I do kind of like Aranyeto when he kind of goes like Eldritch Horror. I think that's really cool. But how do you beat Starks? How do you beat Starks? How do you beat Hallibles? How do you beat Bargon? Bargon is cool, man. Bargon's really, really cool. When do you stream so I don't come late again? Just kind of whatever. It's just kind of whatever. There will be a stream later tonight. Let's call it 9 p.m. PST. All right, so that's 7 hours from now. We're going to go live again, and this time we'll be reading the manga chapters before the anime comes out tomorrow. Favorite as well. I was trying to think, Gabe, of some other ones because I could answer the questions all day. If anybody ever asked me a question about Huecamundo or for Stark, I'm just going to forever, or like Arrancar related things. My favorite, anything is Stark. It's across the board. So I was trying to think of something else. Do I think Aizen knew Ichigo was the key to kill the Soul King? Oh, do I think Aizen knew? It could be, that could be a great argument, Alessandro, that Aizen knew Ichigo was the key to kill the Soul King, and that's why Aizen was raising Ichigo up to kind of get all of those powers. You could kind of write that. I can see it. We're definitely getting Baz B backstory this season. Oh, yeah, well, that's happening, 100%. 100%. What do you think about the theory that Uryu is part full brain due to him training the same as Ichigo for him to regain his powers? I have never heard that before. What do I think about Uryu being part full brain? It could, because part full brain means you have a piece of the Soul King, and we kind of saw like Uryu kind of resonating at one point, and you can react to it, so that could come together somewhere. That would be a crazy call, though. I never thought about that before. Aizen knew because he said he will absorb Ichigo. Oh, there you go. That's a great idea, too. That's a great idea. What do I think Grimjo's Bankai ability is? Why did you guys say that? Dual swords. Oh, what's up, UC underscore HB. So we talked about this. We talked about this earlier in the live stream. The context we were talking about with the dual swords was coming from the light novels Can't Fear Your Own World. And the context was that in Can't Fear Your Own World, they talked about how Ichigo is like the only true dual wielder that has ever happened because Shuhei, his zanpakuto, is actually the chain. And that comes into play for his Bankai ability. And that Ukitake's was Mimihagi. That's why he had 2. And then Shunsui's was born from him hiding Nanao's zanpakuto. So it was a timeline-related question as to where in the timeline does that fall? Because would they know they even need to do that yet? But when I cut it down into a nice little clip, yeah, it came out like it did. So and people were miffed. They were mad. Do you think we'll ever see a power-up for all the visors considering they still have masks? I hope so. We've talked about that before. I really do hope that the visors get a moment to do something really, really cool. So is Nemu and Mayuri both dead in the manga? It just ended with both in the water. No, Mayuri's good. They're both good. Do you think the Espada might come back? Well, some of them, but do I think the organization as the Espada will come back? No. Oh yeah, the Uryu Fullbring theory is fantastic. I mean, I'd love to read it. If somebody's got like a full theory about the Uryu Fullbringer thing, send it to me. Interesting. Do you think Ichigo is going to be upskilled in the anime? Well, Ichigo, I feel like is already being upskilled. I mean, let's talk about the last episode that we just saw. You see, in the last episode, Ichigo's fighting Yuha, and one of the things that I really liked, and I didn't actually bring this up, is every time Ichigo is like hitting Yuha, the sound of thunder is playing. Ichigo is hitting Yuha so hard, it's like thunder cracking every single time. It's cool, man. They're doing a really good job showing how strong Uryu is, or not Uryu, Ichigo is. Wouldn't be surprised if Yuha pieces in Quincy's could turn them into Fullbringers. DB Zimran has a video on it. Okay, I'll check it out. Uryu misses the base requirement, his mother being attacked by a hollow while he's in the womb. His mother died when Aizen first woke up and killed all him, or when Yuha first woke up and killed all in pure Quincy for taking the power. Same thing happened to Misaki. Do you wish Ukitake lived longer, or do you think he died at the perfect time? I wish Ukitake could live longer. I really do wish that was the thing. Aren't we getting those black eyes? Yes, those are going to come down very, very soon, Yato. Technically, Visors have potential to perform resurrection, but I highly doubt that they will save Shinji. That would be cool. That would be cool if Visors somehow have a way to perform resurrection. That'd be really, I mean, we saw like a more, well, I guess we saw the Hollow really awakening in Ichigo, so like they could potentially do some sort of a Vasto Lorde form for the Visors. Christmas Goku, you beat me to it. Healthy Itachi murks every other hero. Healthy Itachi's pretty broken. I think Ichigo just lacks hacks. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people would argue with you on that. You say I think Ichigo has a lot of hacks. He's got a lot of race hacks, you know? I think Ichigo's crazy. What's up, Lily? Fullbring isn't genetic. Genjo explains this. Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, yeah. What Gabe says is correct. Who do I think would win? A hollowed version of Godzilla or Kong? I would really have to go Godzilla. I think Godzilla has more feats than King Kong, especially if we add the hollow version of both to it. I think hollified Godzilla would really do a number. Let's see. Uryu's grandmother got attacked by a hollow. Remember that mark on her leg? So when Ryuko was born, he has a Fullbringer, so is Uryu too. This is a crazy theory. You guys. We got Hellart confirmed as last episode. Well, are you talking about the tweet by the Can't Fear in World author, Yato? Is that what we're talking about? Do I think Grimjo or Nell would obtain Segunda? Since we've seen they're not afraid to add transformation to the anime. I would prefer Grimjo get Segunda Atapa over Nell. I just think Grimjo just kind of has that dog in him. I would like that better. But I do think they would eventually both get it. I would like it a lot. Sero plus Godzilla Atomic Breath would go crazy. Ukitake VA did an interview so that he might come back. Oh, I saw that at the very end. He's like, I have a feeling that I might come back later. Doesn't Vassalori acquire control of your visor and mask? I mean, wouldn't you say that Ichigo lost control and that's why he was in it? Yato, that answer is Uryu. Wait, if there's a Hell Arc for Bleach, shouldn't there also be a Heaven Arc? Well, I mean, technically they're in Heaven the whole time for Soul Society. I really saw more of the Keto Corps. I do too. There was a Clubhouse question that was asked about the Keto Core and why don't we see the Keto Core more in Bleach? And they said that the Keto Core is like mostly for research and developing ketos. They don't really fight. So that's kind of the explanation there. Well, Kubo already confirmed that they can do resurrection. I didn't think that will happen, but it would be cool. It would be really cool. I mean, they also Kubo sometimes he says stuff and it's just like he just agrees to anything. Kubo also confirmed that Orihime, Uryu, Chad, they would be able to awaken an Asauchi. Which is, I mean, sure. Also, human attack by hollow while in the womb doesn't just automatically give them Fullbring abilities. They have to train and unlock it as seen with Ichigo. I just don't want anything new for Nell. I mean, I agree with that. I would like Nell. Do I think Zabimaru counts as two Zanpakuto since there are two spirits in it? Well, I think... Listen, this is going to go back to the explanation that I was just giving TWG. I think Zabimaru is one spirit, because when we first saw it, right, it was a baboon with a snake tail, right? There ain't any info Kubo mentioned of a Bleach version of the Four Horsemen? No, that would be sick, though. Omar, you're cooking, dog. That'd be really sick. It was never mentioned, no. Do I think Aizen is a secret son or a father we haven't seen? I'm going to assume that you're maybe talking about the Shunsui being Aizen's dad theory. I don't think so. Kubo runs by the rule of cool if a question posed. Yeah, I really do think that's a great point, Dr. Baker. I think Kubo is like he's playing Dungeons and Dragons at home, and he's like, if it's cool, I'm going to say yes to it, and then he just yeses. All these questions come in, and Kubo just yeses. I was wondering, since I've been playing the Darksiders series for a while. Oh, Darksiders is good. Classic game. Classic. The Green Mommy and Snake Twink are also not the canon spirits for Zabimaru. There you go. Technically, heaven is the royal palace alongside the cities of the Squad Zero. I feel like Kubo sees a good theory in the Q&A, and he's like, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, imagine you're Kubo, right? You wrote this series that is so beloved. It's been around for 20 years, okay? And now people keep asking you these questions, and sometimes the questions that they ask are more thought up, or like thought through, than what you've thought of. And someone's like, hey, I was thinking, this is an example. This is the shittiest question I've ever seen. This is a real question, by the way. Someone asked Kubo, hey, Rangiku has really big melons. How does Rangiku keep them from staying in all the time? I thought, this is the guy asking the question. He goes, I always kind of assumed that she used Reiatsu to keep them in. And Kubo goes, I always assumed it was double-sided tape, but I love your Reiatsu idea, so it's that one. Like, come on, man. Like Kubo is just shooting from the hip, man. He's just living a great job. Living a great job. Greetings from New York. I have a Shunsui tattoo. Oh, that's sick. Gus, I would love to see the Shunsui tattoo. DM me a picture or something if you can. If I ever get a tattoo, and it's of course it's gotta be a Bleach tattoo. Jose has a Grimjo. Have you ever shown Jose's Grimjo tattoo? Jose's got a Grimjo tattoo right on his arm right here. Super cool manga panel of Grimjo. If I ever get one, it's gotta be the Soul Reaper badge. Soul Reaper badge, day number 1 is probably the first tattoo I ever get. Bleach ending, if Ichigo kills the Soul King, Raimi can't bring him back, so it can make perfect sense. Only Ichigo can kill Yuha and make him say that. Oh, true. True, Reza. That's the example I was thinking of? Yeah. Sam, you have to get Kukaku on your thigh. I don't think my fiance would be down for me getting a picture of another girl on my thigh. I think hell would probably be Buddhism based rather than Christianity. That makes sense. Rose and Kensei need true Bankai? Dude, Rose needs to shut the fuck up is what he needs. Would Kubo get mad if someone asked it? No. Kubo, listen, there's no guarantee that Kubo answers your question, but ask Kubo whatever question you want, man. I still really want to ask, we talked about it in the podcast, why but all the faction tattoos instead of only Soul Reaper? Why but all the faction tattoos instead of only Soul Reaper? X-Gamer, explain that question a little bit more. Why not all the faction tattoos instead of only Soul Reaper? You mean like, why don't I get like all the faction tattoos, like a collection from all the factions? I want to ask Kubo who became captain first, Shunsui or Ukitake, but he's probably just going to say both. I want to get Ichigo's Fullbring tattoos. That'd be sick. Was there any preview event for episode 30? No, there was not a single preview event for episode 30. So it's going to be brand new. Everybody's going to be watching it at the same time. Except I think technically the Japan broadcast does come out earlier than it releasing on Hulu. I think the Japan broadcast is like an hour ahead than it comes out streaming. If you could ask Kubo one question and you had to answer truthfully, what would you ask? One question. Kubo, I have a gun, Kubo said. I would never do that. Love you, Kubo. But he has to answer it truthfully 110%. I'm thinking here. How can I, what's the most knowledge that I could get out of him? I don't watch on Hulu. My website is like half an hour to an hour behind. Well, yeah, because a lot of times it comes out on Hulu or Disney Plus. Japanese broadcast is 30 to 60 minutes before the American release. There you go. I heard we get Aizen poem at the end of episode 31. We get Aizen hinting at Nahato number 90. That'd be so sick. I feel like just from the top of my head, just because it's something that has been mentioned before, I would want to know about the Yoruichi and Urahara backstory. But I'm sure there's a better one that I could be asking. How did Kukaku lose her arm? That'd be another good one. I wouldn't be as good as... I don't think I would pick that one over the Yoruichi. I think we ought to get more story over Yoruichi and Urahara. Do you think the Shiba family would ever accept Ichigo as royalty? Oh, yeah, I think so. I think you got to. I think if you were the Shiba family, you accept Ichigo no matter what, because Ichigo's so strong. Then we're going to discuss the animal realm, Komamura's family origin. That would be really cool. Komamura would be a sick light novel to get. Talking about the animal realm and that kind of race and going into that more, that would be really cool. I'm calling it out right now. We're getting a Grimjo poem this episode of the next one. I want to see Azushiro get animated. Such a beautiful character. Where did I get that shirt? Shonen Jump had an official, so it's called Shonen Jump store. They did a Bleach the Thousand Year Blood War clothing line before the anime. I think it was before the anime came back. They don't have this anymore, unfortunately. But they, you could help. What's it called? Oh, okay. So God came in and said, Alvin, because I look like the fucking bald guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks. I get where you're coming from, God. A novel about Yuha's journey to make his original empire would be great. I do think that'd be really cool as well. Leading up to the defeat would be really, really cool. Hell Art Gen will go crazy. I agree as well. I would love to see more Gen. I would love to see Morgan, not Morgan. Do you think we'll ever see Yoruichi's Zanpakuto? I don't think so. So maybe that would be my question. I think I think that would be cool. What is Yoruichi's Zanpakuto and why doesn't she use it? Well, we know why she doesn't use it. She doesn't like it. So I just really want to know, what is it? That's it. I'll take it. What is Yoruichi's Zanpakuto? Guild, what do you think Aizen's Bankai would be? I think it'd be manipulate time and space. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even take a guess. Black Clover better. I mean, it's not better, but I do love Black Clover. I still think the tag team fight with Yami and Asta that we got at the very end of the anime was one of the most incredibly animated fights I've seen. If you had to describe your podcast to someone looking for something new, how would you describe it? I kind of hate that. Now, this is horrible. I kind of hate self-promoting. I hate it. But I would describe the podcast. It's a supplemental podcast to the Bleach anime that airs every week. That is just 3 friends discussing. Well, that's kind of boring, isn't it? Like, who would listen to that? It's like 3 friends discussing Bleach. Is pretty much what it is. Yeah, I could probably think of something better, but that's about what I go for. How would you feel if the Soul Reaper's new spin jutsu? Is that the Lego Ninjago power set? Yeah. Who are the characters you'd like to see the most in Hell? I'm actually very excited to see more Xyloparo. I'm very excited to see more Ukitake. And then all the original Gote 13. I did set my lifelong goals to get a clubhouse like Q&A and ask about Yoruichi Zanpakuto. Ninjago is epic. Dude, the Ninja TV shows seem like they're always crazy. They seem like they're so crazy. So I believe it. All right, what time is it? Guys, we've been going for almost 100 minutes. I don't think Ulquiorra is going to be in the Hell Arc. I don't think it's going to be. We're going to wrap it up, boys. I have seen One Piece before. I am actually reading One Piece. I'm up to date on One Piece. I'm up to date all the way on One Piece. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate the love and support. You guys have been really awesome, whether it be on the shorts, the clips, whatever it may be. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I do appreciate you guys watching the podcast and asking all the questions. Hello to wherever you guys are at. We got a lot of cool regions and countries that you guys are coming in from, so I love to hear it. Really, I do want to say thank you guys for even just hanging out with us. Stay for another minute. I'll yap for another minute. If you guys haven't already, and you guys like the podcast, and you want to support us a little bit more, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/weebsguild. There's extra Bleach content on there. There's actually some clips that we never uploaded. Podcast is located on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Pandora, anywhere you could get your podcast, Bleach Boys is there. All right, I'll check my DMs. I know I had a couple of you guys send me direct messages. I will check that there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to start closing this out here, so give me 1 second, boys. Goodbye, everyone. And here we go. I hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you guys later. We're going to read the manga, okay? I'll see you guys later. Then love from Italy. Damn, let's go. Thank you for hanging out. Bye, everybody. I'm going to end it.